The girl talk no one asked for, but you know you want to hear. Hey, Tings! Welcome back. We are doing our episode today, and we're featuring Scarlet's menu for tacos and Tings. So as you can see, we have these delicious birria tacos right here. We have, what is it called? These are called again?
Consommé.
Consommé. Ooh, a little soup. So we're going to do a little dip, and we're going to enjoy a little bit. So let's get started. I want to dig in, and we're going to be a little more spicy, too, with these conversations.
Before we start, let's introduce our special guest. We have Tatiana on my left, and we got Roanie over here.
Hey.
So, Tatiana, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am 26 years old. I love playing soccer, and I'm Ecuadorian. Fun fact, Haley has been my best friend for 21 years, so that's how I met these lovely ladies over here.
Hey, give a clap for that, like, friendship.
Friends for decades.
Right?
Sometimes we want to strangle each other.
Yeah.
Mind you, all right, 21 years, we did have like a 2-year little break. We needed a little space.
Yeah,
but, you
yeah.
know, we came back, we're stronger than ever.
She was too much. No. I love her to death.
I take full credit on that. I know I could be a lot. But yeah, it's funny, like, we were actually hanging out at Ronnie's place when, like, we kind of just, like, came back together.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Aw, glad you get back together.
Honestly, like, it was, like,
I love
the best
her.
thing. She's like honestly more than like a friend. She's like a sister to me at this point. But yeah.
Aw.
And we love Tati, honestly,
guys.
welcoming her
Thank you
into
for
our
having
team.
me.
And
And
then
we got Roanie.
Yes.
Tell us about you.
So I am 32 years old. I have 2 beautiful daughters and a husband. I've been with my husband for 15 years, which sounds bizarre.
He's like our hype man.
Yes, he is the hype man. He is the hype man. And we've been together since high school. So you don't hear too many stories about that. But yeah, I'll be touching on that throughout the
That's awesome.
I love that. I honestly love that. You know, the Tings have a great support system here, whether it's their loving significant other or their best friend. Like, that's what, like I said, the glue that keeps us all together.
Yeah, now
But-
we can dig in.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, we've been eyeing these tacos for a minute, so shout out to Scarlet once again, because we are some starving Tings right now.
Should we do like a tacos cheer?
Yes,
definitely
before
do
we
that.
Before we dip.
Yes.
Cheers!
Right para arriba.
Abajo, para el centro.
Ready
Pa' dentro.
All right, so how do you do this? Are you, like, scooping the
So
whole
like
thing?
no, it's just soup. So you're like dipping.
All right.
Ooh, I would do the thing.
You just dip
All right,
and
wait. Oh, you already took a bite. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
I took a bite, bro.
Dip and bite.
is that
Alright, we're
ASMR?
gonna
Wait,
bite.
we're gonna do
ASMR.
some ASMR right now. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
This is delicious.
That crunch, though.
Oh my gosh, so delicious.
Yeah. Scarlet girl,
I don't think I'm talking anymore.
you went off.
I'm gonna just stay quiet for 20 minutes.
Even though it's mild, it still has, like, a little bit of a kick to it,
Yeah.
which I like. Like,
Listen, I can't do spicy for the life of me, and
love
like this is
spicy.
good. I honestly don't feel like it's spicy at all.
No, it's not that spicy.
no, this is perfect.
And she was generous on cheese.
Yeah,
A lot of
Yeah.
cheese.
I love that.
Scarlet girl, you made this with love. What do you guys think about
After this bite.
after this bite? What do you think about your significant other having a female best friend, or just in general, significant other dating someone of the other opposite gender?
She's like, I got something to say.
I'm just gonna eat.
I'm
my
saying
taco.
I don't even have a boyfriend or anything like that. So just putting
But
that
I
out
got
there.
something to say.
But I got something to say.
She said, I'm single and I'm available then. Ladies and gentlemen, the jury.
Honestly, I do not think that it's okay because I should be your best friend. Like, you shouldn't be needing another girl or guy if you're a girl, right? You shouldn't be needing them. Like, hang out with me one-on-one. Talk to me one-on-one. Tell me your secrets.
I'm your best friend.
So it's a little, it's sus too, because it's like, why? Why do you need it?
But what if, like, you already knew that was, like, the best friend going in?
I think, all right, so then that's a little different as well, but involve me. Like, include me in things as well. You don't need to see them one-on-one, having car rides
We'll
together
all
alone.
3 be best friends.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's...
Psycho as it sounds.
You guys are toxic.
Honestly, to be honest, I
hell.
think Tati has a point, though. Like, if you introduce me to the best friend initially and you let me have, like, that, okay, like, introduction with her, I think that's the easiest route into going to like, when a guy has a girl best friend. Cause it's like, if I don't know Shorty and like all of a sudden you guys are hanging out without me.
Like a new best friend.
Yeah.
That's different.
That's like-
That's different.
That's you don't be
But if you have been friend zoned for years,
Yeah.
but low key in
I'm gonna be a little biased. Obviously, Tatiana's my best friend for 21 years. I actually do have a male best friend. Shout out to you, Drew. Anyway, we grew up next to each other. His older brother is my brother's best friend, and like all of his cousins. I grew up with a bunch of guys. Like we're all really, really tight and really close, and like we hang out one on one. Like I'll have like hour-long conversations on the phone with them, but like they're harmless, But then again, it's someone I grew up with, so in a way, I'm a little biased towards that question, but at the same time, it's like I would hope that if I'm dating someone, they could understand that.
Because best friend's a big title, right?
Yeah.
So that's someone you go to for everything. You hang out one-on-one. You vent to each other.
Yeah.
It can become intimate, though.
Yeah,
the
but-
opposites,
Yeah, but at the same time, if you think about it, like you can have more than one best friend, right?
Of course.
And like you go to like if you have, so I'm a girl. If I have a guy best friend, and like sometimes I go to him and I'm like, what do you think about this? Like I want a guy's perspective, and I don't want just any guy's perspective. Like
Yeah.
I value his perspective, even though he's a little questionable sometimes. Yeah, like I don't know. But I agree with like if you just all of like out of the blue come up with like, oh yeah, this girl, like we work together, it's my best friend, like all right, like chill out, like
So my next question is like, being that you have a guy best friend, have you had that like introduction? Like, how'd you like transition that this is my guy best friend to my boyfriend? Like, was that easy or like?
So usually in the past, I kind of let it be known in the beginning. Like I look at them more as like cousins or like older brothers. Like I grew up with them. They're to me, they're like, yeah, that's my cousin. But like I don't know. Like every time I introduce someone, like if I am dating someone, and like, hey, just a heads up, before we even get into a relationship, I'm like, you know what, like be aware. Like if this is something that you can't handle, then I understand, I get it. But like this person's not going anywhere. So.
But I think that's very important. You already like set that groundwork, and that's the key part about a relationship, and that's what helps cause a healthy and strong relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, I'm okay. I might be the one that might be a little bit different in this table, but I'm okay with my husband having a girl best friend, especially with somebody that he's known and grew up with and all that jazz. Trust me, I know he has a good girlfriend at the job. You know what I mean? With what he does for a living, he is surrounded by females as well, and I've always been okay with it as long as I knew who they were, and I've been around them and felt comfortable enough. So, but I think that takes time. That was years. It's been 15 years of that. So I think that makes it a big difference. That the level of trust.
Yeah, I don't know. I do think it is tough to like accept, and I could understand why someone might be apprehensive. Like when I started dating them, like, yo, this girl has a guy best friend. This girl like has so many guy best friends, like so many guy friends. Like red flag. I get that, but it's like it's not even like that. Like they all look at me like a little sister, and like they like
You ever see those memes where they're like, oh yeah, I only grew up with like guy best friends, and it's like a bunch of hot dogs being thrown at him. But that's literally all I keep envisioning right now.
Low-key, a guy, if he's your close best friend when he sees you like a sister, I feel like if you were to say, hey, on a drunk night, do you want to do something with me? I feel like he would probably be open to the idea. I don't know.
I see
I feel like
mean.
girls and guys, like I feel like if me and him, we're intimate now because our relationship, we're best friends, and you're a beautiful girl, and maybe he's handsome, and then
sorry, love you.
maybe he's like, okay, I can score, and he's gonna try it.
If the opportunity
presents itself, he's gonna go for it. I don't know, unless the respect you guys have is that deep, because I have a lot of guy friends, whatever colleagues, and I feel like if the opportunity presented itself, they would just take it.
I feel like
even though they respect me, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I could agree with you.
Very true.
I could agree with
know.
you, but like, I don't know. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like it's almost like when you're like, there's a difference when you have like a friend that's like a family friend,
Yeah, that's different.
than when you have like just oh yeah, that's my best friend. Like,
Yeah,
That's different.
That's
I
different.
have-
That's
yeah.
Family.
I have
friendship
family
is different.
friends, and
Yeah.
they're around my age, a little younger or a little older, but I call them my cousins. They're all guys.
Yeah.
I will,
I think that's the
different.
difference. When
I
you
will
start
forever.
saying like, "This is not my best friend. This is my
This is my
cousin,"
cousin.
then that's
Yeah,
how you know
yeah.
there's no lines are gonna.
but it's
be
so crazy
crossed.
because you'd be
Yeah.
surprised, like the guys that I have spoken to, they're not okay, like
Yeah.
with it. They're not okay
They're-
with it because they know, oh, like you're
It's
not
not your-
blood related, anything can happen.
And you know what it is? They're decent looking men too.
Hey.
I love my cousins.
Hey, we got some hot guys in the fam. Hey. It's some hot dogs swinging in her face. Hey.
It's like But we're talking. You girls are talking a lot about you having a best friend, but what about him? Are you really that open when him? A beautiful girl walks in and she's like, "Hey, I'm Johnny's best friend. Nice to meet you."
I've tried
How
to
would that
accept
be?
when I was in a relationship. I tried to accept the fact that the guy had a girl best friend, and not for nothing, like I was being told, "Oh, you're insecure, and you're this, and you're that,"
Ooh, I
and
got something
it
to
was
say.
like, "No, I'm just not dumb either. Like I'm not, it's not insecurity. I'm just not stupid."
Exactly.
And look what happened down the line. You find out, oh, like this person spoke to that person in the past, and then they became best friends, and it's like,
That's
different.
awkward.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know
different.
about that.
So funny story. Like my own personal take on this, and I'm also a person that has a guy best friend. Shout out John R. Shady.
Hey.
Some media.
But like that's like my bro. Like that's like blood.
Nah,
So
she's
there's
solid.
no like maybe blah 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 or like oh like questionable. Like no, that's like my fam. But on the opposite side of it, you know, I've dated someone who's told me they had a girl best friend, but then later come to find out that they dated in the past.
That's
Yeah,
different.
that's
That's different.
different.
That's
I
a different
completely agree.
conversation.
So it's like you find out later, and it's kind of like, wait, that's your girl best friend, but it was your ex girlfriend too? Like,
Yeah, that's different.
nah, bro, we're gonna have to cut that because like I'm
You gotta
acceptable.
cut
of-
it.
Yeah, I'm acceptable of you having a girl best friend, just as long as y'all having a that in the past. Then
No
we're
oopsies.
good. There's no oopsies.
The
There's
hand gestures.
'cause
Yeah, that's different. That's different.
At the end of the day, that's like the door that wasn't fully closed. It's like slightly open.
Just in case for a
Just-
rainy day.
Exactly. In case for a rainy day.
You feel a little lonely.
Yeah, exactly.
your
So it's
girlfriend's
kind of
around,
just
I got
like,
you.
yeah, no, we're not gonna chance it on that.
Yeah.
See, the tables have turned.
Yeah,
For me,
exactly.
it's a no, and it's a no. It's boundaries. That's it.
She's like, I'm not chancing it. She's
I'm
like,
not hanging
no.
out with no boy one-on-one. I don't need to vent to some guy. Nope.
That is true, because on the opposite
On a
the
deep level,
opposite
nah.
side, it's like, are guys gonna be okay with us, you know, venting to
So a
other
guy,
guys?
no.
Yeah.
And I'm a vent to him about him, so that's weird. Like,
Yeah.
he's gonna try to be all right. He's
It
not
is
treating
weird.
you right, girl. Walk away.
Yeah.
So speaking of red flags, since we're on the topic,
Red flags.
what are some red flags that you guys would say and that you guys experienced yourselves that you would be like, girl, run?
Hold on, let me take my list out.
Like,
That is the
nah, I mean, I
list.
personally have a really bad habit of ignoring flags and signs, and it's like, you know, it comes back to bite me in the butt. But I don't know. I'd say maybe a red flag would be like I don't mind you being close to your mom, but like if you're an extreme
Oh, mama's boy, no mama's boys. Cutting them out.
I need a man. Like I need
Okay.
some independence. Like
Oh, he can't be crawling back to
Doesn't
mommy
belong
every
there.
time.
And does his whole laundry.
yo, okay, let me tell you. So
If he doesn't do his own laundry, ladies,
It's
run.
cut. You need to cut it.
Red flag.
I'm so sorry if this offends anyone, but yeah, no. So like my thing is like, all right, you're like beyond swamped with work, busy, you don't have time. All right, like I'm a ride or die. Like all right, I got you. Just give me your stuff. Like I'm doing laundry anyway. I'll toss it in with mine. But like I'll do it like once in a blue. Like
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna sit here like you wanted me to do laundry. Like you're coming with me. Like you're gonna fold too.
We're doing this together.
Like, you're carrying the bags in.
We're doing this
Yeah.
together.
Yes, it's like-
It's a team.
It's a team effort here. But yeah, so it's like
As it should be.
I hear that.
That's
I hear
one.
that.
So no mama's boys.
We got no mama's boys over
My
here.
red flag. I was dating someone, and then a year in, they told me they didn't like my family.
Ooh.
That was a red flag.
Oh yeah, if you.
That's an immediate like
That's a
walk
huge
out,
red flag.
That should
And
have been like month 1, not year 1.
I know, but teenage me was like, okay, I'll stay another 5-something years.
Ouch. Okay.
Yeah, that's a big deal. It's
So,
a big deal breaker.
Red flag. He doesn't like your family. That's just not.
yeah.
It doesn't roll.
All right.
What else we got?
All
We know
right,
this
what
list
ab-
is long.
All right. What about if he has a guy's trip?
Oof. Why are you guys opening all these like?
How big of a red
Closed
flag is a guy's trip? And if he takes more than one in a year?
Oh,
no.
The guy strip.
So crazy.
I feel
though.
personally attacked right now.
I don't mind it.
I don't.
You trust? You're okay with
I don't
the
mind
the
it.
guy's
You're
trip?
taunting because we know me and Kaylee
I don't
are
mind
like,
it either.
No.
No, I don't mind it. And the
Let's hear
reason
you.
being is I think like within a relationship, at least for me, if I can't trust you, what's the point? Because at that point, like if I can't trust you to be like have integrity, I guess, outside of the relationship when I'm not around or when other people aren't around, then why be in the relationship? And not for nothing, I would take my girls' trips too. Like I would.
I
be
hear
out and
that.
about.
I hear that.
I would be out and
Heard.
about.
But I
Best
think I agree with
believe.
you on that. I think guy trips are fair as long as it goes both ways.
Yes.
So as long as I can make a trip with my girls, you can make a trip with your guys. I'm down and I'm here for it. My husband took a trip to Marty. Prior to
that's a big-
pandemic, that was big. That was
That's
big.
a
I was
big-
hesitant. I was like, no, wait, yes,
beats,
no,
the beats.
Oh, the flashing. I don't know if I'm ready for it. So I was going back and forth for a while, but honestly, I was like, you know what? I trust
You're
you.
okay
It is
with
what it
that.
is, and again, I'm like, you know what? We've been in a relationship long enough. I gotta trust you with this. There's gonna be bachelorette parties that are coming up and everything else, so I gotta be down with it. So.
Well, I'm all for equality, you know. If I go on a girl's trip, he can go on a guy's trip. But I work with mostly men, so 80% men. And I hear the stories. These are married men, in a relationship men, single men, guys trips. They love that stuff. And they do it, and I know what they do on those trips. So no, I'm not comfortable with it. Because it's I have trust, but I don't trust the guys that he might go with, the temptations that present itself. So it's just like, why set yourself up for that? You know, failure.
No, I agree completely.
I hear that.
So my thing is, by all means, a guy's trip is okay if it's a guy's trip. Meaning, guys.
No girls, no tings.
Yeah. No ting.
No tings on the trip.
I'm your ting. I'm your spicy ting, and that's it.
No ting ting.
No, but anyway. So, like, for example, like, you go and you do, like, a ski trip with your boys. Like, you know, you're not going to expose yourself to, in, like, an environment and an atmosphere that's going to put temptation in front of your face. But at the end of the day, yes, I should have strong enough trust in you where I'm like, all right, you know what? My man's not going to do anything.
He'll just be like, nah.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, you know, we know that behind closed doors, if you don't tell me, I won't know. And, you know, at the end of the day,
Unfortunately.
And if I don't know, okay, I'll just be.
Nah, I
Yeah.
don't want to be this.
But I don't wanna be
wanna
this.
I mean, granted at the end of the day,
No, seriously.
I don't want to be clown face.
yeah, no. I mean, like, at the end of the day, I feel like your friends do play a very important role in, like, a guy's trip. And, like, if I can't trust your friends, I'm sorry. As much trust as I may have in you, like, at the end of the day, one too many drinks, like, we all forget what we do at that point, you know? So how do I know that you're not going to have one too many drinks and then you're not even going to realize what you're doing, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there's that infamous saying, you know, tell me who your friends are and I'll show you who you are.
Exactly.
So,
But I think that makes sense. Like, kind of piggyback on it, right? Like, when my husband did the trip with Marty, it was with friends that I've known and hang out with and very familiar with it. It's not no random, you know, Joe Schmo dude. Like, I know everyone he's going out with. I know who his friend group are. That does make a difference. That does make an impact.
Yeah.
When he went on a bachelorette party, a bachelor party, I knew exactly who he was with. Like, I knew exactly who his friend group was. So that's different. Like, to me, I'm like, all right, like, you guys are all, like, chill. Like, I hang out with you guys. I felt comfortable in that sense.
Right.
But it was just, like, random, hey, I'm going on a guys trip with all these people from work that I've never met. That's different. So
Right. And my biggest thing is, like, you have to have a reason to go. Like, oh, we're just going on a guys trip because we want to go on a guys trip.
I
Like,
agree.
I don't think that's valid.
Because if it's a bachelorette, like I'm not gonna be
I'm
I'm not gonna be the strict woman for the rest of my life. Like,
I'm gonna be the objection on that one because no offense, I don't want to give you no reason why I want to hang out with my girls. I just want to hang out with my girls.
that's it. I'm just trying to be outside.
Pause.
Because the thing is,
We're talking about guys trips here.
so personal, probably unpopular opinion, and I love you guys to death. I really do.
I'm gonna say I'm not going on fucking
I
vacation.
don't care for the girls' trip. Like, if
She lying. We going away next month.
I wish. No. So if I'm
talking now.
We planned something already.
No. So my thing is, hear me out. Like, if I'm single, by all means, hell yeah, I'm gonna go on my girls' trip. Like, I'm gonna have the time of my life. Like, we can do whatever we want. I don't have to worry about stressing my partner out. If I'm in a relationship, truth be told, I love you to death, but I don't want to go on a girls' trip. If I'm gonna go away, I want to go away with my person. I want to go away with my person and our families. Or if we could do a collective group thing where they're also included.
I hear that.
You know? So, like, if I'm single, by all means, I'm like, yeah, we're talking about girls trips because I'm single. Like, I want to go out. I want to be with my girls. But, like, if I'm in a relationship, I'm sorry. Like, and not for nothing.
I respect it.
Yeah.
So my husband is my best friend, as corny as it might
Absolutely.
sound. So more times than not, we're put in situations where we're like, oh, hey, let's hang out. Or his guys are like, hey, all the guys are hanging out. You know, we're all gonna get together. What's up? And I'm like, all right, no problem. And then they're like, wait, are you coming out with us? I'm like, wait, yeah, I said it was the guys now. And they're like, yeah, no, but you're part of us. And I'm like, wait, very cute, love it. But it's the same way. I think it comes both ways. You know what I mean? So when your husband, your boyfriend is your best friend, then that is different. You know what I mean? So more times than not, we do mutual trips where like all of our friends go out and we're trips and we're vacationing together.
I like that.
It hasn't been too often where we've done it, not together besides Marty and the bachelor party. But again, those are the two, instances and circumstances.
See,
and
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it on one condition. I need that reassurance of communication.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need.
Text me.
Yeah, I
Text
don't
me.
need to know what you're doing at every second of the day. I don't need you to write to me at every second of the day. But let me know that you're okay. Let me know, oh, you're about to grab food. Cool. Like, you're eating.
Like, the communication thing, like, at the end of the day, communication is huge. And, like, especially if you, like, one, I'm not agreeing with the boys' trip already, and now you're not communicating on top of that, like, that's a problem, you know? Like, you're not going to sit here and tell me, oh, we're going to dinner at 8, 9 o'clock, and then you're not going to text me until 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, back in the room. Oh, so you were at dinner from 9 to 3?
No, that's different. That's different. I mean, I would say I had communication throughout, so that's probably what made me feel more at ease. It was like, hey, we're heading out. We're going back out again. Took a nap. We're back out again. We just got back. So I was like, I don't even care if I'm sleeping. It's 4 or 5 a.m. If I'm sleeping, just waking up to a text being like, yo, I'm alive, by the way, or I was out all night and we got messed up. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Like, I'm cool with it. Just keep me in the post. Like, I don't care if I'm sleeping or not. Just shoot me a text. That's a courtesy.
Don't disappear. Like,
That's
I
a courtesy.
don't need you to talk to me. Oh, how was your day? Blah, blah, blah. Like,
Nah, I
call
don't
me
need all
one
that.
time during the day. How was your day? You doing good? All right, cool. We're doing this. We're doing that. And then in between the day, like, oh, we're hanging by the pool. I don't know. We're like,
Just keep me
grabbing
posted.
drinks.
Because we want to know. We just want to know.
So checking in is essential. Is
Yeah.
basically what we're saying. That's like the bottom line to
Key.
it. Checking in. Always check in with your significant other. If you're doing a girls or a guys trip, it will save you the headache. Definitely. So just speaking on that whole topic of, going ghost and whatnot, has anyone had the experience of sharing locations and, maybe someone was somewhere that they shouldn't have been or where they said they weren't? Or do we think that shit? How about everything wrong? Every time I'm like looking at Kaylee.
Raise your hand if you feel personally victimized by Regina George. So been there, done that, don't want to go back. I was in a prior relationship where things were a little shady here and there, whatever.
Do you think sharing the location helps though?
Yes and no.
Or it hurts it? Does it hurt it or help?
We share, and I, to be honest, I don't really check at
Yeah.
all.
I feel like,
I
yeah.
don't check. I don't even know right now. Like, he could be, God knows where. I haven't checked. I don't check on a daily basis, hourly. Like,
Yeah, I think it becomes an issue when you're like, oh my god,
but I like that I
what are
have
they
it
doing?
as an option, but I don't do it. I don't check every day.
I think I like having the location just in case of like
Safety,
emergencies.
yeah.
Yeah, like that's really what it is.
That's why me and my husband started sharing locations more due to emergency situations more than anything else.
I can't reach you. Like, where are you?
And that was more
Yeah.
within the last like 2-3 years, I would say.
Oh, so that's recent. Oh.
Wow. 15 years ago, we probably started sharing locations like 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
And it was more just for emergency basis. Like, damn, hold on. You didn't pick up the last few times. Just want to make sure you're good because his job is a little demanding.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I just want to make sure you're good. And that's it. And other than that, like, I don't even check it unless like, again, like if I call you once or twice and I don't get a hold of you and I'm like, okay, wait, you're where you're supposed to be. I know you're good. You're safe. You're good. Then I'm good with that. Like, I don't need to hit you up every single hour on the hour and know where you're at.
Yeah, see with me, like it's yes and no. I don't want to share my location indefinitely. I don't need you to share your location indefinitely. If I'm going out with my friends or whatever, I share the location for 24 hours because God forbid anything happens, at least you know where I am, you know? My thing is the indefinite sharing, whether it's my part or their part, you know? Now, not for nothing, you have something where you've made it available for your mind to wander now. You know, you're almost driving yourself crazy because now, what if, you know, for example, your husband has a demanding job. I have this, you know, same situation. We're tied up with something, like legitimately, and we can't answer, right? And not for nothing, our job is not standing in one particular spot or one specific building. You know, we're all over the place. So, you know, having that be a situation, and now I'm not answering because I clearly can't answer. Granted, safety measures, yeah, but like, now you're gonna start wandering and you're gonna start looking at the location. Oh well, you haven't moved for 30 minutes. Oh, why you moved now, but you still haven't answered me. But it's like, you know, so like
I didn't get to it.
Yeah, so like I've been in that position where my location's not accurate. Like
I know. I've questioned that shit. I was just like, wait a minute, this is not uploading. I'm like hitting that button and I'm like,
Refresh.
I'm like,
happening here?
this is not live. This is not live.
I was home napping one day, sleeping home, and my location for whatever reason showed up the block.
Mm-hmm.
And they were
That was
and I'm just like, I'm sleeping. I work overnights. Like, leave me alone. I'm just sleeping.
We go and blame it on Apple for that one.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily healthy. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong, but it's just a matter of, like, boundaries within your relationship. Like, what do you feel you're comfortable with or what you're not. Like, you know, I'm not gonna tell someone, don't share your location with me. I don't want it, you know? But, like, if you want to share it with me, by all means,
I thought
share
it was
with me.
cool that
I think the take I think the take on it should be that if you're sharing your location, it isn't because I'm not trusting where you're going or not. It should be more on the basis of like what we're saying, like for emergency purposes, if I need to get a hold of you and I can't, or like, you know, something may have happened to you, I think that's when that conversation comes into play of like, let's share locations.
Do you think that your partner should willingly do that for you, or like should you ask for it?
I think the funny part with mine was I don't think I even got asked to share my location. It was kind of like he shared his indefinitely. So it was that moment where you're like, hold up.
Forced to.
I'm like, the right choice. You're either gonna make the right or the wrong choice here. It's share indefinitely or share until the end of today.
He said, I ain't got nothing to hide.
Yeah, exactly. So he's the one that made the first move and he kind of sent it.
I feel like
And
that's kind of toxic.
No, he said I ain't got nothing to hide. What's up?
We weren't arguing. We weren't arguing or anything.
That was toxic. If it's the person,
I'm not subbing or
I mean,
anybody.
I think it was.
No, not at all. It's actually the relationship I'm in now.
Oh.
So, but that's what I'm saying.
We find out your
That's
little toxic voice.
but
He
like,
said, I ain't got nothing to hide. What's up? Let me show my location.
he's
know
like,
where I'm
you
at.
know where I'm at. Like, basically. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't like we were arguing or anything. He kind of just like, I'm sharing my location because you know what? I got nothing to hide. You know, this relationship's open in that way of like, I want you to know where I'm at.
See, I
Doesn't
agree.
mean that you have to do it, but it's still a test in a way.
I think
if
it's
you
like,
think about
I think
it.
it's like a person by person thing. Like at the end of the day, like if that happens, then by all means, like for example, like say something like some traumatic event happens, like by all means, like I'm gonna feel entailed to like, all right, I'm gonna share my location with you, you know.
That's different.
So it's like I feel like the minute like you're already sharing locations and then they question you about it, then it's like, all right, like you're abusing that. That's not okay. We're
That's
gonna
different.
cut that now.
But that's different. I think once you start questioning where my location is, and when you're like ODs like stalking, like wait, you said you was at work 5 minutes ago, and I see you already left. Like when you start questioning it like that, that's a whole
Every
nother level.
second,
And then I'm like, all right, now you don't got rights to my location anymore. That's different.
So I feel like that also ties in with communication because like if I am communicating to you where I'm at constantly, like I'm gonna be where I'm at. Like I don't need to share my location to tell you that. Like, and if you can do the same, then I'm not gonna have to question you. You know, I don't need the location if you're just gonna tell me like, oh, I'm going here, I'm going there. Like I know where you're at. You know, I don't need the location.
All right. So since we're on red flags, how do you guys feel about when your significant other or your boyfriend or your husband goes through your phone?
I'm okay with it.
She's like, I ain't got nothing to hide.
He doesn't go through it though, but I'm okay if he did.
How you know?
That you know.
Wait, how about this?
When you sleeping.
Do they know? Yeah, exactly.
When you sleeping.
Wait, do they know the passcode? Do you guys share your passcode?
I've told them my passcode.
I share passcodes.
But mine is really hard. I don't think they remember.
We have the same passcode, so.
We
Yeah. It's the same.
like that.
We are that corny.
Me and Tati have the same passcode for years.
That's cute. That's cute.
Wait, who has the same passcode? You and
Me and Tati, yeah.
That's cute.
So you guys have the same passcode too?
But Amber, her man
anymore,
having
but we
the same
did for years.
passcode is even cuter.
Wait, it's their date.
No, it's actually not our date.
okay.
That would have been even more cornier, right?
No, but that's cute. I mean, I
Yeah.
think
What's your passcode? I'm trying to figure it out.
I damn near share with everybody. Like I said, I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm out here
But
in
that's
the
what I was
open.
gonna say. Like, you having my passcode, you want to go through my phone whenever. Like I got nothing to hide. You can go crazy, look whatever. They ain't nothing
Exactly.
there. So have
But I've
fun.
never been asked. So, hey, can I look at it? No, they never asked to even look at it.
I've had people go through my phones without asking.
Oh, without asking.
Like, it opens up like Pandora's box, but honestly, I just think it's like what people they perceive.
interpret it,
Yeah. It is what it is.
You
And
know-
then you would have to just sit there and have those like difficult conversations with them. But
Yeah.
I, for one, I've gone through people's phones too, but I went in looking like it was
Looking for something.
Yeah,
looking
you
for
was
something,
like-
and I found it.
And you're like, damn, good thing I looked through it though.
When you seek, you shall find.
Yeah, and I found it, and it was something that like we had been talking for a while, and it kept getting dismissed, and I was like, you know what? Let me take this. Boom, boom, boom.
And then you found
Right
it.
there.
So let me ask you, where was he when you went through his phone?
Upstairs.
Wait, was he like in the shower or something? Or like,
no. I was in the shower when they went through my phone.
oh shit, he said
Yeah.
back at you.
And it was so crazy because like he had placed it exactly where I left it. It
Oh,
was like
it was perfect.
Oh,
She
he was
trying
not
to-
leaving no
to find it out.
evidence.
So
It was
what had happened
fingerprinted.
he was
What
like,
happened?
someone told me this, and that. And I'm like, how could anyone tell you? Because no one really knew like about like the situation that was happening. It was about like some guy picking me up to go to like a party together. Because obviously I'm not gonna drink and drive. So
Yeah.
and he was like, yeah, someone told me that you went to this party with this guy. And I said, yeah, like I did. Okay, but then in my head, I'm like, but who told you? Because that's kind of crazy. It's not about, like, I'll be honest with you. And it happened to be that when I went on Instagram, the first thing that popped up was the message of the guy saying, all right, be ready at this time, like, I'll pick you up. But he was picking up other people, too. All you see, though, in the message is I'll pick you up at this time.
Ah.
And that was it. And
He
I
ran
was
with that.
So, yeah.
But you don't wrong with what you see, right? I'm like,
That's true.
it was a perception. It was his
Yeah.
perception
Absolutely.
of whatever was happening in the situation. So.
But at that point, I feel like it's like all right, don't just take it for what it is.
Yeah.
If you have so much trust in your partner, or like, you have a relationship that's like strong enough, you're going to ask your partner.
Yeah.
Like,
You have to,
so
that's the
explain this to
communicating
me.
back. It's
Yeah,
the
but now he
communication
has
part.
to say, I went through your phone.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
That's
I think that's
all
what made it worse. That he had made this whole story up that people were telling him that he has proof that someone told him.
Now you made this whole story. Now you can't trickle back to it and be like, yo, that was all a lie. Actually, I just checked your phone.
And so I was like, be honest with me. And he was like, yeah, I took your phone. And I said, why was that so hard? Like,
To just
Yeah.
tell me.
yeah.
I was in the bathroom and this guy went through my phone, disabled it, and I got
Wait, that's what you don't do.
Yeah,
Like what not to do when going through
my phone
someone's
was in my
phone.
room. I was in the bathroom, and that thing was disabled. I went to my room. I picked up my phone, and it's like I put my passcode.
15 minutes
Yeah,
disabled.
I put my passcode
1
in.
hour.
I put my passcode in once, so I think it's like 5 to disable an iPhone, right? So he knew he could only do it 4 times, and the 5th, if he got it wrong, like he's done.
I didn't even know that.
So,
Damn.
I looked it up after. I want to say it's 5.
She's
don't
like the
quote-
master.
Yeah.
Don't quote me at it. No. Mind you, I went through one guy's phone. Never again. Refused to. I won't do it in the future. I went through one in the past and never again. Anyway, this guy, he knew, so he disabled. He went through. He tried to unlock it 4 times. So by the time I went, I don't know. You type in your code quick, you miss a number, whatever. I typed it in wrong once, and it said disabled. I was like, I walked out of my room. I was like, for a second, I was like, wait, what? I walked out. I was like, did you go through my phone? No.
Did you try?
Did
you attempt to go through my phone?
Did not succeed.
Yeah, like you just disabled my phone. He's like, no, I didn't. Which technically is not a lie. You didn't disable it. I disabled it. But like, you got it to the point where now I disabled it. I'm like, guy, like you're caught. Like, just tell me, own up to it. And this guy, I'm telling you, he's like, denied.
Took it to
lied
the grave.
Yeah, denied. Like, it's
He's like, I have no clue what you're talking about. It was just one time and it just disabled somehow.
So my sorry. My thing is like, I don't know. I won't go through anyone's phone. If I'm at the point now where like I feel like I need to go through your phone, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd rather talk to you and like take your word for it. I'm a very good sense of.
But that's good. You have a lot of trust. You try to trust at least.
So that's one of my biggest flaws too. Like I trust way too easily. I give all my trust, and then it's your job to keep it. And once you start breaking it little by little,
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you can work very hard to try and get it back, but whatever. Point is like, I went through one guy's phone because like he got a message on his phone. I didn't swear on everything in my life. Did not pick it up to look through it. I picked it up to hand it to him, and on the phone, boop, notification of someone from his past. So I was like,
Damn.
What's up?
I'm like, what's that about? And he was just like, oh, I don't know. Let's find out. And entire conversation wiped, and the girl's message was like a response. So you can tell, yeah. So like there was a conversation going on. So like that moment forth, I was like, I went through his phone. I was like, I snatched it. I was like, I'm gonna go through your phone and see what else. Found like when you seek, you shall find.
Yeah.
So I found a lot of things that I did not like, I did not want, whatever. I tend to give people the benefit of the doubt. Call me stupid, call me whatever you want. And yeah, like this guy was like trying to play me. Successful, not so much, but that's on him.
He attempted.
Yeah, he attempted. And then that's where I got to the point where that's the only person I ever went through their phone. I was like, all right, well, if you want this to work, like, I'm going to go through your phone. Like, you're going to give me your passcode. I'm going to say, hand over your phone.
Now
You're
you
gonna give it
became
to
that
me.
person.
And you became that person.
Because I'm like you. I'm like open for everything. I'll give you your privacy.
Yeah.
But once you break it a little bit, then that's when I become a little psycho.
Well, just heads up,
Little
ladies.
psycho.
Heads up, ladies. You have Apple products. They could find ways into your messages, just not by your phone. So just little personal intake. I've had people not go through my phone, but my laptop. Go through. That's a big one. So if you do have something to hide, make sure that the watch, the Apple laptop, the iPhone, whatever you got as Apple products.
For having what's that called? A passcode for my Apple Watch.
I have a passcode.
I have a passcode too.
I have a passcode so no one steals it. Like,
We're all sus now.
yeah, now we're all sus.
Yeah.
See, so that's the thing. And then, like, I also feel like once you're dating someone, like, you should have such a good, like, trust within each other. Like, you shouldn't have to go through my phone. Like, you want to answer, like, with me anyway. Like,
Communicate, talk.
I'm an open book. Like, if I did something shady and you found out and, like, you questioned me and you pressed me about it, all right, gigs up, here you go. You know, I messed up. You know, I'll own up to it. And then by all means, like, I know my consequences. And if you want to stay, you stay. If you don't, you don't. You know, not saying I'm the shadiest person in the world because I'm not. But, yeah, like, that's my thing. Like, like the minute you gotta ask for my phone, like, all right, like you don't trust me, but like, what's the point? You know?
What's the point of
So we're saying bottom line, like going through someone's phone is absolute red flag.
Yeah, it really messes with you. Like being the person that went through someone's phone, like I thought about it
psychologically.
Yeah, I thought about it like night and day. Like every time I was with them, I'm like, I want to see your phone. I want to see your phone.
Yeah,
like
it's not
healthy.
Nah.
It drives you crazy. It really does.
All right, so I think we could end off on that spicy note. We have a lot of red flags, and hopefully you guys were able to take away some great tips, some great pointers. If you're currently in a relationship or you're currently going through something, maybe some of this conversation you could apply to your own situation, and it could help, either make it or break it. Whichever way you want to go. But at the end of the day, I think we need to rate these tacos because we demolished almost like everything. We got we're 2 tacos down. Like,
fire emoji.
Yeah, I'm giving this.
The sauce is good. The mildness is great. It came in nice and hot. Enough cheese, enough meat. It was fine.
Yeah, Benelli's like, we're going to fight for that last taco.
So you, Benelli's the last taco for you. Really but it's a hard 9. It's a hard 9.
She was very generous with the meat and the cheese. And like,
the crunchiness is great.
It was very crunchy. It wasn't spicy. I don't like spicy. So for me, it was a good note.
Yeah, we actually got the mild. So So
I think it's a solid 8.
Again, shout out to Scarlet's Menu. She's in Bayshore. She's open on Fridays and Sundays, and she has so many great things on her menu other than the birria tacos. She has regular tacos. She has quesadillas, homemade in her kitchen. These were made with love, like real love.
No, I could taste it. I could take it. I know the crew here love the tacos just as much as we did.
Oh yeah, we're all literally enjoying it right now. But thank you guys for tuning in to Tacos and Tings. We hope to see you soon on the next episode and see what fun guests we have.
Thank you.
Bye guys.